Welcome to Stronger Than You Think, the series for strong women who are tired of feeling stuck. Hi, I'm your host, Cassie Covey, personal trainer, health coach, and a woman who knows firsthand what it feels like to lose herself under the weight of stress, exhaustion, and a body that doesn't feel like home anymore. But right now, I'm your personal coach and guide as we peel back the layers of pressure, perfection, and burnout, and we rebuild them with strength, softness, and sustainability. Here, we talk about real fitness, real mindset, and real life without the guilt, the shame, or the all or nothing rules. If you've ever felt like your body's holding you back or that you're constantly starting over, you're not alone and you're in the right place. Let's rewrite your story, one episode at a time. Episode 7, the truth about lifting weights and getting bulky. Here's what I want you to know on this. Muscle doesn't make you manly. It makes you magnetic. It makes you stronger. So, see, I'm someone who used to believe that lifting weights would make me bulky, like masculine or like too much. Yeah, I used to believe that. Spoiler alert, it didn't. And I lift heavy, like really heavy. What it did make me is confident, capable, clear-headed, and stronger than I ever thought possible. So today, we're going to bust one of the most damaging myths that is still floating around the fitness world. You guessed it. It's the fear that lifting weights will make you bulky. The one thing I hear is, I don't want to get muscular. Well, really, I'm here to tell you, you want to get some muscles. You do. Muscle helps you as you age. You need it because you lose muscle as you age. So you need that muscle. So if you've ever avoided the weight section because you didn't want to look too muscular, if the idea of strength makes you uncomfortable in your own skin, this episode, it's for you. It is totally for you. See, let's be real. We didn't just wake up one day afraid of muscle. We didn't. That's not us. This fear, it's been taught to us. It's been conditioned into us. From a young age, we were told, don't get too big. Tone, don't build. Strong is okay, but you still want to look feminine. Don't lose that look. You don't want arms like a man. Lift light weights, high reps. Keep it cute. Those are all the things we've been told. The translation in that is be smaller. Now, let's not pretend that the fitness industry has helped, because it hasn't. For years, it marketed strength to men and skinny to women. And so many of us, especially women over 30, we grew up fearing weights. We seriously did. They were a threat to our identity. But see, here's the truth. Lifting, it's not going to make you bulky. Lifting will make you powerful. You hear that? It's going to make you powerful. And when you learn to own that power, you don't just change your body. You change your life. See, let's bust this myth. Getting bulky, it requires specific combination of, write this down, excess calories, aggressive strength progression, years of training intensity, and a hormonal profile that most women, they don't naturally have, okay? So make sure you remember those. See, women's bodies, especially in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and above, we're not built to pack on huge amounts of muscle easily. It takes a lot to put on muscle. We're fighting against lower estrogen, declining muscle mass, and a metabolism that's begging for support. Remember, we lived in diet culture for many, many years. So when you lift weights as a woman, here's what actually happens. Write this down. Because not only do you need to remember this, you need to share this with your friends. See, here's what actually happens. You build lean muscle, which makes you look more toned, not less. You boost your metabolism, helping you burn fat, even while you're resting. That's cool, right? I love that part. You stabilize joints, reducing pain and injury risk. You strengthen your bones, which is crucial after the age of 30. And maybe, most importantly, you start feeling capable again. Oh, that's such a great feeling. So I want you to picture this. You walk into a room and don't just hope you're strong enough to handle it. You know you are. You carry groceries with ease. Like, how many of you refuse to make more than one trip to get those groceries? Me, I'm raising my hand. I know there's some of you. You're not going to make more than one trip. You will lose a pinky before you make more than one trip carrying those groceries. You pick up your kids without back pain. You walk upstairs without getting winded. You look in the mirror and see more than softness. You see resilience. That's what lifting gives you. Not just biceps, not just a sculpted back, but ownership of your body again. See, lifting isn't just about appearance. It's about what happens in your mind when you stop viewing your body as a burden and you start seeing it as an asset. You don't shrink when you're strong, you rise. You hear that? I'm going to repeat it. You don't shrink when you're strong, you rise. You don't have to deadlift 200 pounds to feel strong. You don't even have to go to the gym. Like legit, you don't have to. You can start here. You can start with body weight squats, some wall push-ups, dumbbells from like Amazon or so, wherever you can find some dumbbells. 15 minutes a day, 2 to 3 times a week. Focus on your form over speed. If you don't have good form while you're lifting 5 pounds, 10 pounds, don't try and lift any more weight. Form is key. Focus on progression, not perfection. And most importantly, listen to how you feel. See, not just how you look, it's how you feel. You're going to notice you have better posture. You have less back pain. You have more energy. A spark you forgot was there. See, that's strength. And it looks so good on you, my friends. So if you've been avoiding the weights because you're scared of what strength will make you look like, can I invite you to shift the question? Okay, we're going to shift it. Totally shift it. So instead of asking, what will lifting do to my body? I want you to ask, what has not lifting been doing to my body? Write that one down. Put it in your car when you're driving. I want you to keep asking yourself, what has not lifting been doing to my body? Has it been keeping you tired, weak, disconnected, ashamed of your reflection? Because if that's what's safe has been giving you, maybe it's time you choose to do something braver. Not to impress anyone, okay? This is not about anyone else. This is about you. And it's not to look the part, but because your strength belongs to you. And you deserve to feel it again. If this episode hit home, send it to a friend who's still holding back of fear of getting bulky. Let her know. We're not here to take up less space. We're here to take up our rightful space. Strength doesn't make you masculine. It makes you magnetic. It makes you resilient. It makes you unshakable. So you, my friend, you're stronger than you think, and you're just getting started. I'll catch you on the next episode. If this episode spoke to you, do me a favor, screenshot it and share it to your stories. And tag me on Instagram at Cassie_Covey or on Facebook at Cassie Covey, because I would love to cheer you on. And if you're ready to stop starting over and finally build strength, confidence, and consistency, I'd love to help you. Click the link in the show notes or DM me Reset on Instagram to learn more about how we can work together. Until next time, give yourself some grace and go take up space. You were never meant to shrink.